positive immortality. Does anybody know what that is?
I may have a guess, but I'm not sure if I know, Maharaj.
Let me see your guess. Tell me.
I have it thinking about that. When we say mortality, immortality means not to that, not possible to death, but that's not the same to have a positive integration of life, a dynamic existence.
Ah, very nice.
I was thinking about that. It's like that, Maharaj. Can you correct me, please?
That's correct. But what is it?
This is dynamic place where you can be dynamically active with Lord Krishna by service and Srimati Radharani and his servants.
Very nice.
Not self-centered.
But what is eternal about it?
I don't know. I cannot think.
Hare Krishna.
Navayovanam.
Yes. What does that mean?
Eternally fresh, eternally
Yes.
new.
Yes. What is that? What is ever new?
Govinda.
We were talking with Shanta Maharaj about something close. I made a question about something close to that.
What
That
did
in
you
the moment that I see that I try to put a limitation in the limitless, to make a definition to that, make a guess of that, it's not more limited, it's my mind only. It only can show itself. I cannot get there. I cannot think about that.
Well, yes and no.
Yeah.
Inconceivable means it's beyond our understanding, but it's not beyond our reason.
Okay.
Otherwise, how we can say immortal? It has some meaning to us, no?
Yes. But it's not Maharaj, because it's the nature of the soul we can get this concept, understandment of this concept.
Leela. His eternal means Leela, the play, Krishna's play.
That's also, yes. And the devotee can see that. He's ever participating and experiencing that and observing that, we can say. If we think about time, I see immortal in terms of eternality, the eternal. So what's eternal? In respect to time. What would eternal mean in terms of time? There's past, present, and future, no?
Yeah.
What is the past? Gone, no?
Yes.
It's what is time that is already gone.
Yes.
And what is the future?
The time that didn't come yet.
Time that doesn't exist.
Yes.
The past also doesn't exist. No?
Yes. Yes. True.
Past doesn't exist. Future doesn't exist. Then what exists?
Yes. Now.
Present.
Yeah.
Present is the only thing that exists. And can you put your finger on the present?
When I try to do that, it's already past.
but it's still there, no?
Yeah.
It is already past, but it's still there.
Yes.
Who's putting their finger there? You in the present, no?
Yes.
So what is that present?
It is maybe the experience.
Our breath.
What is it?
Our breath.
Our breath.
It is in the present life.
Yes, that's also part of our existence. Breathing.
We are breathing, so breath is present.
Breathing, living, our sense experience, everything, experiencing, thinking, it's all there in the present. Well, what is the significance about the present that's not found in the past or future?
It always exists.
Oh, it's existence. Not only, but it's a dynamic existence.
Yeah.
Hmm?
It's shape. It's
It
shapable.
both is and at the same moment isn't.
Yeah.
Hmm? Now, what kind of thing both is and isn't at the same time? Something that's moving, something that's growing,
Yes.
something that's dynamic.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
What is dynamic? Just like an arrow.
Yes.
A moving arrow, it's in one place and is not in that place in the same moment in order to move. The Zeno paradox told how there can be movement when the thing has to be both in one place and not in that place. And it's called moving.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes.
So we are in a moving existence. We are in a dynamic existence. And not that it exists at one moment and not at another, but that it exists at one moment and another at the same time. They call dynamic.
Yeah. Yes.
That's called the eternal present. Present is moving and not moving. Is there and not there.
Yes.
But it never disappears.
Hmm.
Your whole life, your entire life, this life, let us say, you have been living in what? Present or the past? Or the future? What do you live in? The whole life.
Yes. In the present.
Huh?
Moment.
In the present, no?
Yes. Yeah.
When you were 3 years old, you were living in the present, no?
Yes. Yes.
So your whole life you've been living in the present.
Yes. I was remembering Maharaj, the
Yeah.
Isha Upanishad. I think there is Tanne Jatitya Najati Tadure Tanvantike Tadantarasya Sarvasya Tad Sarvasya Sebhahyata.
Yes,
He moves but does not move. Can be shown that way also, no, Maharaj?
yes, yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
So you've been living your whole life in the present, and in the future you will also be living in the present.
Yeah.
You can't, and there's no time other than the present in which you are living. We say past, we say future, but those are only words. Indicate something that does not really exist. It's in our mind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Really nice.
So what does that tell about us? Does that say we are immortal or no?
Yes, there is only present.
Huh?
This is the prerogative of eternity. It cannot be. I
Not
think
only,
that's the name.
yes,
Please.
not only the present, but the eternal present.
Yeah.
Eternal dynamic present.
Yeah.
Everything is living in the present. The trees outside, they are growing. The grass is growing, but is also participating in the present, the eternal present. It must in order to remain existing. Otherwise, it ceases.
Yes.
So Krishna Kesava said, Navayovana. You know the meaning of Navayovana?
No, Maharaj.
Ever youthful. Ever youthful.
Yeah.
What is that verse? Advaitam Achyutam Anantam. Is that the one? Advaitam Achyutam Anaharam Anantarupam Adyam Puranam Adyam Puranam. Well, how's the rest go?
How does it start? Advaitam Achyutam
Advaitam Achyutam Anaharam Anantarupam
Vidyam.
Adyam Puranam Purusham Navayovanam Cha. You know that verse from the Brahma Samhita? It says, Advaitam Achyutam Anadam Anantarupam. That the Lord is one, Advaitam. Achyutam is unconquerable. Anadam means there's no beginning. And Anantarupam, and he has infinite number of forms. That's Krishna. Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadam, Anantarupam. One, unconquerable. Anadam, no beginning. And Anantarupam, with many forms. Then it says Adyam Puranam, but he is the oldest, yet he is the oldest. Adyam Puranam means very old, huh? Adyam Puranam Purusham, and he's a person. Adyam Puranam Purusham Navayovanam Cha means is ever youthful, ever new. Yovanam. Yovanam means youth. Nova. Navayovanam means is ever. Navayovanam means youthful, ever new youth.
Mhm.
Now, you notice when the environment is always green. Well, generally in the summer and so forth, it's always green. It doesn't get old. We can say it's an old tree, but actually the tree is always renewing itself.
Yes.
All life is doing that. Your body also, everybody is getting old, but it's actually renewing itself at every moment. Naviyovan.
Yes.
Always new cells are coming. Your brain, everything. The cells, everything being replaced. Your body is being replaced at all times. Of course, the process wears out. But the thing that you have in the present is always renewing itself, tearing itself down and renewing itself. Metabolism, catabolism, anabolism. You know these three words? Catabolism means breaking down.
Okay.
Anabolism means building up. Metabolism means maintaining. Anabolism, catabolism, metabolism. Going on at every moment in the present. Present is experiencing this threefold processes going on in every present. And thus it's ever youthful. Yes?
It's like the three Purushams, like Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva.
Yes.
Yeah, understand.
Or the three modes.
Yes. Yes.
Passion is creating. Raja, creation.
Rajaguna, Tamaguna, Sattva.
Yes, Tamagun means tearing down, destroying. Tamagun, Shiva is destroying. Passion, Rajagun is creating. That's anabolism. Tamagun is catabolism. Catabolism. And then mode of goodness, Sattvagun, is maintaining.
Yeah.
That's the metabolism. So you find these three gunas operating all around us. Yet they're all elements of the present. And that present is eternal, as far as we know, for our time period. So what is that eternal moment? That is the soul.
Yes.
That locates the soul, quality of the soul. And unaffected by all these time changes, so-called time periods, which are effects of the mind, non-existing. They're existing, but they're not. Where does the past exist? It exists in our mind, in our memory.
Mhm.
It doesn't exist out there where you can hold it, touch it.
Yeah. I think, Maharaj, that I just understood something that I studied many years ago. That's about the great categorization of time. They say linear time and vertical time, not
Yeah.
chronological time. They say, Cicero says that time goes for the material in a chronological time,
Okay.
but the soul, it's in a vertical time.
Well, I
There is
don't
no,
know. I think it's circular time.
yes, this is the divine time. They say ion.
Okay. A very complicated, actually, subject.
Yes,
But if we can have simple vision of the present, that's a very important time for us to understand. And be, they always say, be here. I thought there was one yogi, Ramdas, I think his name was. He said, be here now.
yeah,
You know that one?
no, but beautiful.
Be here now. Here and now. It's the only place you can be.
Yeah,
Always. At the present. So you're already immortal.
yes,
If you focus on, stop, as Bhaktivinoda told, past is sleeping, past is asleep, and the future is a dream. Forget the past that sleeps, and ne'er the future dream at all, but act with times that are with thee, the present, and progress thee shall call. You know that? You want to make some progress, then you have to be present,
yes,
present to yourself. There you can make some difference.
yes.
Don't worry about the past or future. What can you do now?
Can I translate, Maharaj?
Yes.
I know that now I could not translate properly because I was so involved that I forgot to write all. So I
Okay.
try to translate. Así Maharaj estaba diciendo que tenemos que, estaba hablando que el inconcebible es algo que está além del entendimiento, pero no de la razón. Así el devoto puede mirar eso, el plano trascendental, y observar eso. Entonces, si pensarmos en tiempo, podemos pensar en inmortalidad, porque el futuro no existe, el pasado no existe. La única cosa que existe de facto es el presente. La única cosa que se queda siempre al eterno es lo presente. Cuando tú piensas en pasado, tú estás en el presente. Es con una lanza que se atira. Está en un local, pero está en otro. Es el paradoxo de Zeno que se habla. Así nosotros estamos en una existencia dinámica. Existe no momento y no el otro al mismo tiempo. Eterno es eterno, ¿no? Es presente, pasado, futuro, todo está moviendo. Así nosotros solo podemos vivir una vida en el presente, no hay otra manera. Puede hablar de pasado, presente, pasado y futuro, pero son palabras para representar algo. No son cosas de substancia, no son eternas, porque la realidad es dinámica. La naturaleza del presente es mutable, es viva. Así como, por ejemplo, los árboles, la grama crece, todo esto participa en el presente eterno. Mismo que se habla que el árbol está se quedando viejo, sus hojas, cuando tú tienes el verano, la primavera, siempre se está renovando. Así siempre hay este proceso de metabolismo, anabolismo y catabolismo, o sea, manutención, destrucción, creación. De la misma manera que los gunas están haciendo así. La creación está por Rajaguna, la destrucción por Tamaguna y la manutención por el modo de la bondad, o sea, Sattvaguna. O sea, si mirar bien, nosotros ya estamos en una existencia eterna, solo hay el presente eterno. Así, si podemos tener una visión sencilla del presente, es bueno. Hay un yogi muy conocido que decía, aquí y ahora. Aquí y ahora es todo lo que se puede estar, siempre.
Okay. Jai. So you can see here in this verse.
Este yogi que hablaba del aquí y ahora es Ramana Maharishi.
Dijo que el nombre del yogi es, ¿cuál es el nombre? ¿Cómo se llama, Prabhu?
Ramana Maharishi.
Ramana Maharishi is the name of the Yogi Maharaj who said that here and now.
Maharaj, Ramana,
Maharishi.
Maharishi, Ramana Maharishi. I don't know. Maybe he said that, but that's been said by others also. I remember Ram Dass, I think, said that. And not so important who said that, but the idea is there. But what I want to point out is here in this verse, Sridhar Maharaj is talking about awards him immortality in fearlessness and sorrowlessness. Why these two terms? Immortality in fearlessness and sorrowlessness. Why is he saying this? And then later on in the verse, he says, the embodiment of fearlessness, sorrowlessness, and positive immortality. So now we already know what positive immortality means, right? What does it mean?
El present.
Present.
Yeah. Simple and complex, beautiful.
Then why fearlessness? Fearlessness comes only when we're worried about the future.
Yes.
What will happen? No?
Yes.
So fearlessness means the future.
Yes.
And sorrowlessness means what?
The past.
We're
Yes,
happy, we're unhappy, we're sorry about something that happened already.
Yes.
So he's saying embodiment of the futureless and the pastness and the positive present.
Yes.
You see? When we're not worried about the future, that's called fearless. When we're not thinking about the past, that's called sorrowless. And fully focused upon the present, that is immortality, joyfulness.
Yes.
Yes.
May I translate, Maharaj?
Good.
Así, porque, mas o que me gustaría de apuntar ahora neste verso que está hablando que así la persona se torna destemida sin miedo o sin preocupaciones, sin lamentaciones, mejor diciendo. ¿Y por qué eso? Los destemidos significa alguien que no tiene preocupación con el futuro, que no lamenta, que no es lamentoso porque no tiene ningún lamento del pasado. Así puede decir que él es el incorporamiento del presente positivo.
Now this is what Krishna consciousness means. Krishna consciousness. Focus upon Krishna, focus upon the ever dynamic present, dynamic activities of the Lord, the joyful. Like you said, it's not just being present in a kind of a samadhi, a static state.
Yeah.
And be here now. That doesn't tell us anything.
Yeah.
That's just being. But what do you do? What is you doing? And devotee is always remembering the eternal pastimes that ever going on, the eternally fresh pastimes of the Lord. There's a difference between us and the Mayavads. They also come to some type of eternal position, but they can't remain there. But devotees can be ever engaged and remembering the sweet and ongoing and dynamic pastimes of Mahaprabhu and the Lord, Krishna and Radha.
Yes.
How deep this verse is, well, we can understand now a little bit.
Yes. Jai.
Hare Krishna. What's your question?
Can we also say that fearlessness and sorrowlessness are symptoms of the 6 limbs of Sharanagati? Because fearless, so they're only coming from our spiritual master, which means we surrendered. And then one of those, you said last Saturday, that the most important was accepting the guardianship of the Lord. So that's fearlessness. And then sorrowlessness is accepting the happiness of the Lord, right? What pleases the Lord. So
What do you want to say?
that it's also, in addition to the time aspect, it's also talking about surrender.
Okay. Okay. Yes, that's an essential point. because this is all
Ajá.
about coming before the holy lotus feet, which are the embodiment of these things. Huh? And we only come before the holy lotus feet of the Lord and when we surrender to our natural master. He is the one who awards us these things. We get this from Guru Dev. Whole point here. The disturbed soul, flogged by the 6 enemies, only the shelter of the lotus feet of his natural master awards him immortality and fearlessness and sorrowlessness. It's the key element. Yes.
Yes. Así, eso es lo que significa I will translate Maharaj the last.
Yes, please.
Así, eso que significa la conciencia de Krishna, el presente siempre dinámico, las actividades del Señor. No solamente estar presente en una forma de samadhi, pero lo que está haciendo, la conciencia de eso. Así, los devotos siempre se recuerdan de los pasatiempos del Señor. Hay una diferencia entre nosotros y los mayavadis. Ellos pueden alcanzar este tipo de inmortalidad, pero no se pueden quedar allá mucho tiempo. Pero nós estamos siempre buscando los pasatiempos dinámicos de Mahaprabhu, de Radha Krishna. Así, el Krishna Keshava Prabhu preguntó a Maharaj, entonces podríamos hablar que también de este amor, que no lamuria, que no tiene lamentos, es también un síntoma de Saranagati. Aceptar solamente aquel para el Señor, o sea, algo além del aspecto del tiempo, que estamos hablando de la rendición. Y así Madhavapuri Maharaj preguntó, sí, recebemos eso de Gurudev. La alma perturbada solamente tiene como lo abrigo, los pies del loto del maestro espiritual, que es la personificación del destemor y también de la no lamuria, de la no lamentación.
¿Puedo decir algo?
Can I say something, Maharaj?
Please, yes.
Por
Por favor.
¿Sí?
Por favor.
Maharaj, cuando usted estaba hablando del dinamismo y le estaba escuchando la traducción que Yadugopal hace, ¿no? Me vino a mi mente algo que sobre el ajedrez. El ajedrez es un arte y es muy complejo de enseñar y de transmitir. Pero hay un secreto que no mucha gente conoce del ajedrez, que se llama precisamente el dinamismo o la actividad. En una partida de ajedrez hay 2 bandos, piezas blancas, piezas negras. Cada quien tiene sus piezas y esas piezas tienen un valor. Pero en el mundo del ajedrez se considera a las piezas como algo material. Pero los jugadores expertos tratan, en una partida de ajedrez, los buenos jugadores lo que tratan es de lograr no tanto un beneficio material, sino conseguir que su ejército consiga una gran actividad. Entonces, a veces hay que sacrificar, no importa lo que mucho que valga una pieza, hay que sacrificar lo material. A veces es necesario para conseguir un gran dinamismo. ¿Y qué pasa si se consigue ese dinamismo? Se obtiene la victoria y se trasciende lo que es el aspecto material del juego. Todo eso que estaba hablando el Maharaj me hizo recordar también que en una partida de ajedrez no existe el presente o el pasado o el futuro, existe el aquí y el ahora, el presente. Tú no puedes jugar algo y decir, no voy para atrás, no. Tienes que hacer el aquí, el ahora, el presente, combinado con el dinamismo para producir obras maestras de las partidas de ajedrez, porque las partidas de ajedrez son obras de arte. No es un simple juego de mesa, no, es un arte. Y a través de ese arte, lo que está hablando el Maharaj me venía a la mente y lo relacioné, lo que es más importante de una partida de ajedrez, el dinamismo. Y sin ese dinamismo es imposible lograr una victoria. No hay la posibilidad. Y el dinamismo, para lograr ese dinamismo, tienes que sacrificar cosas o poner de un lado el valor de lo material, no darle tanta importancia por un objetivo mayor. Eso se puede extraer esa enseñanza, si se entiende bien un poco el arte del ajedrez y lo quería compartir. Gracias.
Yeah. Maharaj, while you are talking about dynamism, Maharaj, I was hearing the translation, and something came to my mind about the chess. I don't know, Maharaj, if you know, but Haryananda is a professional chess player
I don't
and
know.
teacher.
Okay.
And he's saying that about chess, that it's not just a game of board game, it's actually an art that's really complicated and difficult to teach. And he said that is a secret in the chess that some people knows about the dynamism of activity. You have two groups, the white and the black group, and each piece has a value on that. But in the chess world, some people consider them like material. And in a play, a good player is that one who doesn't care about this material value, but yes, made the army get his objective. So in that way, the great dynamism means to sacrifice the material vision of that. Or in the chess, you do not have past and future. We only have the present. Well, we only have the present combined with dynamism to produce works of art. It's not just a game, actually it's art. So in that way, Maharaj, as you told, I created this relationship that the most important is the dynamism. And to get this dynamism, it's necessary to sacrifice the material to the higher benefit.
Die to live.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Muy bueno, Prabhu. Morir para vivir.
We get our identity. Huh? Well, I get our identity in these thoughts, huh? And we can understand who we are. This type of thinking that renounces the fearlessness and sorrow, world of fearlessness and sorrow, the future, worrying about the future and dreaming about the past. That's not where our identity lies.
Yes. Así nosotros, para conocer nuestra identidad, necesitamos del destemor y la ausencia de la muria, sin se preocupar con ambas las cosas. Este local de donde se encuentra nuestra identidad verdadera.
Our identity does not lie in where we were born, what our family is, all these things, what country we live in. That's not our identity. Our real identity lies in the immortal plane, our permanent identity.